and I want to start out first with the universal card pull because I do that. And I don't have to pull it because I actually got a jumper card as I was doing my check-in work, my creative work, and I picked up my card deck. This one jumped out at me immediately. So our universal card pull for this week is protect your magic. Okay, protect your magic. So when I ask my team, what does that mean? What does protect your magic mean? It really is about, understanding. How do I say this? Okay, here's what I want to understand. When you are a light worker, right? When you guys are a light worker, which you all are, that's why you're here, and you're sensitive, you're highly sensitive or an empath or a light worker, however interested in higher consciousness community, these kind of spiritual ideas. One of the things that happens is that you will just be walking around in the world and you will just be shining your own light, right? That is your purpose. I really, truly believe at its core, every single one of us has a purpose, and our purpose to be a divine spark, right? So we are a spark of the divine, the God, the goddess, the source, the creator of all, whatever it is that you call the one thing that is bigger and greater than us. That is, the all, right? The universe. And we are all individual human soul sparks of that creative energy. And our job is really to come down here and remember who we are, because we need to forget, right? When we come in, we forget our past lives. We forget the lessons that we know. We forget those things because that is part of knowing who we are in this time and this body. So in this incarnation, I came in to be Jennifer Cushman, right? That's who I came in. And I came in with the sole intent of knowing who I am, remembering who I am, discovering who I am, so I can use my gifts and talents, my inherent gifts and talents, to be a spark in the world. Okay, so you guys are all the same. Now, we express our creative spark in different ways. Some of us are teachers, some of us are authors, some of us are, magic workers, some of us are interpreters, some of us are mental health workers and professionals. Like, I know every single one of you on here. Some of us are coaches, right? So we express Hitomi, an artist, right? So we express our divine spark in our own unique way, right? That's what we do. And yet we have our divine spark. So protect your magic, to get back to that card, is that remember, there is darkness in the world, right? There is shadow. There are people here who have 100% forgotten that they are a divine spark, and they come in seeped in human yuck, like, for lack of better word. You know what I mean? It's like they'll come and in this lifetime, maybe they chose to be a narcissist. We know plenty of those. You can look out in the world right now and just be like, oh my gosh, is the world just full of narcissists, or what the heck happened? Did all of a sudden they just did they crop up like weeds? Like, why is there so many of them, right? There's just so many of them. So, there's that out there. There are people out there that are trying to harm other people, that don't have people's best intention of heart. There are people out there that all they care about is themselves and their greed and their money. And there is darkness there, right? That means they have something within them that has some darkness. Now, we all have it, right? We all have shadow, we all have light. Some people, though, have totally and completely forgotten that they are light. They just have. So those types of personalities in the physical are looking for people like us, right? They're just they are drawn to light. Darkness is always drawn to light. It just is. And my belief is that all living things want to resolve their karma, and they want to move to the light. We all eventually want to move to the light. That's what we're looking for, going home. Walking each other home is to go to the light. So what I'm telling you right now to get the card is protect your magic. It means understand the role that you have in this world as a human being, as a spiritual being, having a human experience, and with the intention of doing good in the world, of having a purpose to be of service to others, does put a little bit of a target on your back. And you need to be careful about that, and you need to be aware of that. And so part of my purpose is to help highly sensitives, empaths know that what we have is a superpower, and then teach how to ground, shield, and protect ourselves, how to ask our guides and angels for help, how to make sure that we are guided, grounded, protected, and how to claim, I am guided, grounded, and protected. Okay. So claim it. That's what it is. And that's what the message is today, is it's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to fear, because the light is always stronger than the dark. Okay. So you don't need to be afraid, because fear feeds the dark. You know what suffocates the dark? Light and love. If you can stay on light and love, then you don't have to fear the dark. Okay. So just stay in the light, protect your magic this week.